my company is Maribel. It's a modest clothing company. I think a lot of converts run up against a wall and they feel like there's no one really servicing this market, and they want to retain their feeling of being stylish and being young and not being dowdy and dressing like a grandma. And so a lot of my customers are converts, and I think that that's because they're looking for something that they can just continue being them. You know, they might have changed their perspective on the religious aspect and the way they want to dress in terms of the level of modesty, but at the end of the day, you know, you are who you are, and you don't really change on the inside that much. This is an example of a skirt that I did last spring for last spring's collection, and it's an example of how Muslim women are, you know, they're buying prints, they're buying colors, they're buying things that are very bold, and things that the average person wouldn't think that a Muslim woman would be interested in wearing. You know, they just think of black and dull and dark colors, and I'd say that these two prints are anything but. A lot of younger people are really interested in fashion, and I think that Muslims want to be included, and I think that there's a lot of young Muslim girls and women who they want a piece of that pie. They want to be involved. They're creative, they're stylish, and they think, well, you know, I can do it just as good as Chanel and, you know, the next designer. They're not being intimidated. The fact that they have different values and different ways of dressing, and I think that that's great. I think it's really exciting. I think in 5 or 10 years down the road, we're going to have a lot of options as Muslim women.
We'll need to put this dart on the actual back body piece. Basically switch them. Because this is a dart here, and then this is the princess seam for the side panel jacket.
Yeah.
So we'll have to move this dart over
on the other
here.
side.
Basically switch them. I think that's what is giving the fit, giving it problems. Our values and our perception of modesty, it's really evolved through our upbringing and through how we were raised as Muslims. We do both come from conservative Muslim households, and with both of our mothers being American and our fathers being South Asian, you know, there was that sense of the cultural influence in there as well. But I think over time, as we've grown up, we've evolved our own perception of modesty and what we're comfortable with as women and as Muslims.
I think it's good. You don't like it?
Well, it's just this.
Yeah.
It's just in the back.
And even the knit.
Now you can stitch.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
knit
try
a
to
little
stitch
bit.
it here.
Together, tack it.
Together, tap together, and you have no problem.
You tack center back, move into knit, and then like an invisible